Hi, Melanie here. I'm showing you how to make this fabulous balloon shoe that stands well over 6.5 feet tall. Inflate two 5-inch balloons. Deflate the balloons slightly as you pass each one through the 3.5-inch hole of your sizing box. As you remove the balloon, it should just touch the sides of the hole. Twist the neck of the balloon to trap the air and then repeat the process with the second balloon. Take care not to let out too much air, as both balloons need to be sized to 3.5 inches. To tie the balloons together securely, wrap the necks around each other twice to form a pair. Connect the balloons together at the centre to form a quad or a cluster of 4. I made 13 quads of this size. Repeat the process, this time making 11 quads sized to 4 inches. To support the shoe, I'm using a lamp base. Connect together 5 sections of your pole. Tape the joins of your pole with duct tape in a colour matching the pole or your piece of decor. And I like to angle the tape in the direction of the twist. So if I am tightening the pole this way, then that's the direction in which I wrap the tape. Cover the end of the pole with a round balloon and tie this on with a 160 or a 260. This is just going to help protect the balloons that you add from any sharp bits at the top here. I'm just going to add a little extra weight to my base and then fasten in the rod. Okay, so that's nice and secure. I'm adding the 3.5-inch clusters to the base first. So just part 2 of the balloons at the centre and wrap one over the other and push down. Wrap your next cluster around the pole and push down. Continue building up the heel of the shoe until you've used up all your 3.5-inch clusters. Once you've added all the 3.5-inch clusters, move on to your 4-inch clusters and continue to add the 4-inch clusters in the same way. Just take one of the tails and wrap it around the first 3 clusters just to secure those in position. Fully inflate 2 11-inch balloons. Just pass the balloon through the 7-inch hole, and as soon as the balloon just touches the sides of that hole and will pass through, you can remove the balloon, put a twist in the neck to trap the air, and then do the same thing with the other balloon. And as soon as that balloon can just pass through the hole whilst just touching the sides of that hole, just put a twist in the neck. Pass the necks of your balloons over one another and wrap around once, twice, and tie. And make another pair. To make a cluster of 4 or a quad, connect your 2 pairs together at the centre and take 1 balloon from each pair and just wrap them around one another to form your quad. Take a 260 and wrap it into the centre of your cluster. And then I also like to tie a knot just to be on the safe side. Take your next quad, place it on top of the first quad, take your 260 and bring it upwards and wrap it around twice. Okay, so the balloon in your top quad should sit between 2 balloons in the quad below. Continue to add quads in the same way. From end to end, my length of garland measures 21 feet. I'm bringing together the ends of my garland. I'm taking a 260 and I'm wrapping it around the first 2 clusters and securing the 260 with a knot. I'm using the 260 to connect together both sides of the garland. Continue wrapping the 260 around the clusters of balloons until you run out of 260. I've added in another 260 and I'm continuing to work my way down the garland, connecting the two sides together. Continue doing this until you've worked about halfway down the length of the garland. Wrap a 260 into the top couple of clusters of the heel. Take the top section of the garland that you've just connected together and pull it on top of the heel. Adjust the garland so that it slightly overhangs the top of the heel. Use a 260 to connect your garland to the heel column. Use another 260 to secure the garland to the heel and adjust the garland as necessary. You can see that at this stage we've got a loop at the toe with the connected garland starting at the instep and going to the top of the heel. I'm now going to start filling in the loop at the base of the shoe. I've inflated two 11-inch balloons, which I've sized to 7 inches, and I'm using a 260 to connect these to the garland loop. I've created 4 quads of 11-inch balloons sized to 6 inches, and I'm using these 4 quads to fill in the loop at the base of the shoe. I've inflated a 260 twisting balloon, which I'm wrapping around the base of the heel just to disguise the base and the additional weight. We can now add our decorative elements. I'll be publishing the tutorial for this bow as a separate video, and I will leave the link in the description below once the video is available. Create toe straps by adding fully inflated 260 or 350 twisting balloons. And if this tutorial has been helpful to you in any way, I'd be so grateful if you would give it a like and subscribe to my channel. And remember to check out the bow tutorial.